I think you're going to see a fast team and working hard, a team that works hard, and it's going to be exciting. I think everyone in there is hungry in the locker room, and I think as long as we play as a team, I think it's going to be an exciting weekend.
What's the most exciting thing for you about opening day, just in general opening day?
Just finally, preseason's over and you just want to get going. It's a long 3 weeks. Feels like it's been 2 months, but it's only been a couple weeks. So I think guys are just excited and ready for the season to start.
Talk to me about your coach and what he's demanding out of you guys.
He demands a lot. Not a lot, but we know what he demands as a group, and I think as long as we stick to that, it's going to be fast. It's going to be quick. It's going to be tough hockey. So I think we're ready to play.
This team?
I like the group that we have. I think we have a fast group. We have a group of guys that we have a few veterans. We have some young guys. We got a lot of guys that have played some NHL games. So I think we're going to have a quick group. We're going to learn our system quickly. Tom, our coach, has us all on the same page. We're learning something new, but I think our guys are working well at it. And you always want to have a good start. So usually you make the playoffs in October. And it's a little bit easier if you win those games in October that you're not grinding it out towards the end of the season. So we want to come out strong.
What have you learned about your team so far in the previous preseason games?
Biggest thing I noticed is we're fast. We've got a good group of guys. I know they're really pushing that we have strong character, strong will to win, that we play as a team, and I think we have all that here. So I'm excited about it.
How much are you looking forward to the first home game?
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, anytime you get to play against in your home building and stuff and get off to a good start, you're always looking forward to it. And this building has always had great fans, and we want to take advantage of that first game and come out of the gates hot.
As someone who's has a lot of NHL and AHL experience as a very young team, with some of the wisdom or knowledge you think you can impart on some of these guys who are brand new?
You just want to be around them and, more so just lead by example. Do the right things around the rink, away from the rink, and then be someone for them to talk to. They are going to have questions. They're going to be intimidated either by buildings or by the coaching staff at times, and sometimes you just have to be a voice for them or someone for them to talk to and just give them a little bit of advice. So, that's kind of your role as an older person, as a veteran, and anything I can do to help, I will.
Side of the rink?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a whole lot of people know, every single rule of the game. I mean, people, especially, I live up north, and my kids go to school out there, so you talk to parents, and they're like, "Oh, we kind of know what's going on," and but we have a good following. We get the support from the people, and that's a real good job. I think a lot of that has to do with the Spurs people, showing everybody, obviously commercials and stuff like that to come out to the game and doing their job. So it's a good support from the people, not even if they don't know, exactly what's going on every second of a game.
Talk about the challenges. To be successful, obviously the dream is to be in the NHL, but trying to come together as a team here and put aside personal goals for the better of the team.
Obviously that's a challenge, but I think the guys that we got in this room, we're a close group of guys. Obviously the guys that are returning from last year, we all know each other, and everybody's goal is to play in the NHL. But the only way you get to the NHL is if you're successful down here, and the only way you can be successful is to play as a team. Guys will get their points if the team's playing well, and that's our first thing on our mind, especially early in the season, is to do everything we need to do to be the best team out there. And getting off to an early start is huge nowadays. With you're only playing the 76 games, and the early wins, you can really feel them in the late part of the season. You don't want to be always coming from behind or playing from behind to get yourself back up in the standings. It's always important to get out to a good start.
What kind of style should the fans expect out of you, and what kind of play is your team going to bring to the ice this year?
I think a lot of stuff that we finished the year with last year, just hopefully some better results. We're going to want to play fast. We're going to want to play physical, and do everything we can to win. They're not going to see this team let up at all, and we're just going to give them everything we got.
It's exciting, yeah. Had a long summer. We didn't do so well last year, so we got an early start to summer. It's nice to be back and get back into things.
What's going to take to be successful this year?
As a team, we're going to have to work as a team. That's what it's going to be. It's going to take listening to the coaches and doing the things the right way, playing by our systems, and we have a really good skilled team here, so as long as we work together, we should be well.
Given the 2 preseason games that you've played so far, what have you learned about this team, and what do you need to improve upon?
We still had a lot of guys here over the preseason, so I only played in one of the games, and you could tell that we definitely have a lot of skill, and as long as we work hard, like I said, it'll be all right. We played a tough team in Texas, and they worked real hard and kind of showed our weaknesses. So we didn't really have a lot of systems talk before these past 2 preseason games, and we're getting into the systems this week. So going forward, we'll be able to build off that.
How tough is it when you have teams, when you have players being called out, being brought down? How tough is it as a player to adjust to those differences? You have different lines, different things like that going on.
I think we're kind of used to it by now, and been through the ups and downs. Been called up, been sent down a couple times, so you get used to it. You know pretty much everybody in the system at this point. Like, I've played with guys that are in Florida now. I've played with guys that are here, so you get a feel for everybody kind of. And except for some of the new guys, it'll be a little difficult at first, and you gotta get into the rhythm of things. But I've been through it for a year, so I'm kind of used to it by now.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a good club, but, until we get playing in the regular season games, you don't know exactly where you're at. But, with the players we have coming in, the veterans we have here, the young kids that we have a lot of hopes for down the road, we feel we got a pretty good squad put together.
Can you talk about the game on Saturday? Goalie Daniel
Dan's a pro. I mean, long-time pro, 7 years in the National Hockey League, gives us some stability back there, and he's looking to get back to the NHL. So it's a good opportunity for him to get his game back into shape. And when the call-up comes from Florida, or maybe someplace else calls, I mean, he needs to be ready. I mean, that's what it's about down here. The guys want to get to the NHL, but what we've asked them to do is be real focused on the job at hand, which is helping us win games and have a great season here.
Coach, you had 2 preseason games this past weekend. What did you learn about your team, and where are you headed from here?
Yeah, the first game, we liked the first period a lot. We thought the pace was good. What we need to work on is our coverage off the rush. We didn't do a real good job there. And I think now that we've got the whole squad in town and they're here, ready to play, we can put some line combinations together and defensive pairs and get a little more consistency. But at the end of the day, liked our speed, liked the work ethic, but we just need to finish our opportunities a little better than we did in Texas the other night.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges of going from, your team is constantly in flux, you have people being called up, people being come down. How difficult is it to kind of game plan for that, stuff like that? And then, how do you as a coach and then the players adjust to that?
No, we've told the guys, regardless of who's here, from injuries or call-ups, everybody's expected to perform. We all talk about the same systems. We play the same systems as they do in Florida down here. And, some players, the guy's not here, but some players can use it as an excuse if you start losing guys to the big club. And we just said anybody that's here needs to be ready to play. So we expect everybody to perform and get in the lineup. Right now we've got 5 lines and an extra forward, so there's some serious competition up front. We just got 2 new defensemen yesterday, so there's a lot of competition on the back end. And the guys know it. We talked about it this morning, so they need to come ready to work. And if they do the job, they'll be in the lineup. If they don't do the job, they won't be.
What are the characteristics you're looking for out of this team? Where are you on that journey?
We're looking to play a real fast game. We want to play more up-tempo than we did last year, and we need to be very, very good defensively. If you're a good defensive team, then the offense usually follows off of that. But the guys know what to expect. It's my second year here. They're getting to know Scott Allen real well in a quick period of time, but they know they need to compete, but we expect to play a real hard-nosed defensive game.